Hi, Gail. Hi, Patrice. Gail, you look way too serious.
I can't, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so everything's fine then. Marlene, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in
I'm
the
not
junior
presenting
high.
now. I'm presenting at 7:05. I wanted to listen to Mickey.
Okay.
Am I allowed to?
Of
Yes.
course. But, we
Thank
can also
you.
just get together and meet for coffee or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're invited. I told Gail. Gail's coming to me too, by the way.
She can drop by my house and we can wait a minute. Where do you live?
And I live on the Casa Carmel, my mom.
No, Mickey, you can drive by my house on the
Okay,
way.
I'll drive by your house and pick you up.
Okay,
We've
hold
had
on
this
one
discussion
second.
before,
Who's, whoa, you confused me. Mickey, co-host.
please.
Mickey, co-host.
I
And
am not
then?
the host.
Anna. Anna's not, Anna is here. Anna,
I'm here.
co-host. And Sigalit, I'm also making you co-host in case I need help with muting people, okay? Where did Sigalit disappear to here?
Gail, I'm going in and out because I've just got to tell Maha that I'm going to be here just for Mickey and then going back to her. Bye. I'll see you just now.
It's okay, you don't have to.
Oh, I don't have to do that?
No,
Yeah.
you don't need to be with her now. It's okay.
Marlene,
Yeah,
again, we'll
yes.
meet for coffee.
Gail, you wanted to make me a co-host?
I did.
You made me a co-host?
Too
Okay.
late, Sigalit.
Okay, I'm only at 7, right, Gail, according to the schedule?
Yes.
Yes, but I'm in this Zoom now.
I'm honored.
How are you also calm?
You're also calm, Anna.
Terrified.
Don't be. You're amazing.
I got last week to give a presentation, actually like face to face, like actually standing in front of people. And I forgot how much fun it is.
It's so much better.
I'm so sick of it. But you know what? I've learned a trick on Zoom, not for now. If you haven't practiced it, don't do it. But I don't put my slide in presentation mode. I use the advanced setting and show the part of screen so I can still see the people on the side. Because if you go into presentation mode, you can't see the other people. And I like seeing the other people. So that's a trick of mine. Sigalit, do you know that one? We've already discussed this before.
Not sure I prefer to watch the people. I think I prefer to concentrate on what I have to say, but that's me. And then I, give time for that because it distracts me.
Look, I went during Corona, a friend of mine got us tickets for some comedian television show, and they got permission to have 8 people attend as an audience because they went and said comedians cannot work without an audience. They can't do it. So we were told to like laugh really, really loud, clap really loud. And it was fun. I got some cool photos of it also. Okay, what's happening in the other
Can
one?
anybody help me? How does one put one's WhatsApp, if one's got WhatsApp web on one's computer and one doesn't want to have the sound while you're presenting, is there a way to do it?
Yeah, you have to click mute site.
Mute site. How do you do that? Mute site?
Go to WhatsApp. You
Okay.
right click.
Oh, you mean I go to the
Right-click.
WhatsApp on my computer?
You right click the tab and you have mute.
Why is it beeping when people come in? It's horrible. That's really strange.
Did you manage, Marlene?
I'm going to do it now.
Oh, come on, Leah, we also can have a cup of coffee.
Sorry.
Leah, I can see that you're beginning to get excited.
I love these things. I've learned so much in such a short time already.
Hi, Mickey. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
Mickey.
Mickey.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
So what is now a discussion or we're just listening?
Now what you have now in the rooms are very short presentations. And from the website, there's a Padlet that you could write me questions.
Right.
And I'll gladly answer them. And if you want more information, invite me for a cup of coffee and we can meet.
I will be very happy.
Please.
You're invited to our PLC, Mickey.
I'm happy, right, Mickey? I'm happy because I'm going to bring you if you want tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, so hi everybody and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're going to start in exactly 30 seconds. Mickey already gave a very nice introduction. She's our first presenter. She's going to talk for 7 minutes and we'll have a few minutes for questions. And then we're going to listen to Anna for 7 minutes and we'll have a few minutes for questions. After which you will return to the original main room where you were before, which has now been fixed and we can have more than 500 participants. So everybody will be able to join. And Mickey started talking about the Padlets where you can see you've got links to communicate with the presenters, where each presenter has a Padlet where you will be able to communicate with them, give them comments, feedback, ask questions, get more information. I wish I knew how to. The ministry took over my Zoom settings in order to set up the Zooms. I'm sorry about the beeps.
Will you send us the main Zoom link?
I will.
Distance?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
But it's also on the program. It's called the main stage.
Okay.
Now, while Mickey is talking, please mute yourselves. And Mickey, go. It's 17:48. You have 7 minutes.
Okay, hi, and Gail, if you could mute yourself because I think you're the one that's beeping. Yep, got it. Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Mickey, and I'm here to talk about a game that I'm in the process of developing called Who Can You Trust? So, how many times have we, maybe it's me that's beeping. Hold on, I don't know. How many times have we been frustrated as teachers that we can't do really what we want to do? One of our limitations that we've always seemed to have had in the past has to deal with mistakes that our students make. I remember many years ago when we were actually told not to write mistakes on the board. This beeping is really driving me crazy. Let me see if I can somehow shut that off.
Yeah, I'm looking, Mickey, I'm looking where to switch it off.
So a lot of times I'm very frustrated, and we were told many years ago that we're not allowed to write mistakes on the board and do error analysis because the kids aren't really listening. And it's very possible that they're going to think that those mistakes are actually correct. That's what happened. The student said this teacher knows nothing because she wrote a mistake on the board. And the purpose was to actually show the mistakes. So I think this is for me one of the most frustrating things because my students don't see their mistakes. They don't have an option. I mean, I can go and correct a composition for them, but they don't have the option of actually learning how to find their own mistakes and correct them. So this is the basis of my game. What is the story behind it? That sometimes mistakes can actually be beneficial. This happened a few years ago, and this was actually in the news again a year ago, that spies are pretending to be Israelis, coming on to Facebook and other social media, and trying to recruit local people to become informants for them. True story. This was on Facebook. Her name was Sarah. It was not a Sarah. It was actually a real spy behind this fake person. And we've already seen beforehand how easy it is now to become fake people thanks to artificial intelligence. How is this spy eventually caught? They were making mistakes in English. In this case, it was in Hebrew also. That just didn't seem right. Somebody who knew what was going on said, wait a minute, these mistakes, something's wrong here. Somehow they got in touch with the Mossad, and the Mossad then said, yeah, this is actually a very interesting tool. We can analyze posts on social media to try and see whether these people are legit or not. This was the basis of my game. So let me tell you a bit about myself. I'm a teacher at Ort Gutmann in Netanya. I have an MA in educational technology.
don't touch.
Someone co-host, thank you. I have an MA in educational technologies. I'm a PLC leader for already, I think, 6 years. I've stopped counting, and here it's Sabrina, and you're welcome to join. I'm the founder of a WhatsApp group called Teaching English with AI. Now, the whole thing with the artificial intelligence exploded 6 months ago when ChatGPT became.
What are you doing?
And since then, hold on, excuse me a second.
Can someone mute everyone? Gail, can you
I'm
mute
trying to see
everyone?
who it is.
I just muted Simon. I hope it was him.
Yes.
I can't mute everyone because I'll mute Mickey as well.
Mickey's slightly unclear.
Okay, let me go on.
Go on, Mickey. It's fine.
Okay, thank you. So I started with the artificial intelligence 6 months ago, and for the fun of it, I started a WhatsApp group, which is pretty much near capacity, so that's a bit of an issue. And last year, I participated in the Ministry of Education program called Start Game Dev, where teachers develop games. So what were my objectives? That the students will be able to identify their own English mistakes, or in this case, others. They can identify common mistakes made. In other words, I'm putting in the mistakes, things like use of capital letters, use of punctuation, spelling, grammar, whatever. But I want the kids to have fun in a non-threatening environment. So let's see a short little clip video on how it actually works. So this is the game, Who Can You Trust? You click on the play button. It starts off with just typing, and I'll give you the link to the game itself. And I've got some. Well done.
Detective, I have just received a tweet from Amelia. She is supposed to be a reliable source from England.
Hello? Am I in the place of high school?
Okay, boss, right on it. And then they receive a tweet, and Gilad just mentioned also tweets. There's a tweet, and they have to decide, is there a mistake? Is this a spy, or is there no mistake? Well done. And is this a reliable source? If they decide it's a spy, it's their job to correct the mistake. So if we were to look at the whole task, you receive a tweet, you decide, the student decides if this person is a spy or a reliable source. And if they decide that the person is a spy, they have to actually go and type the correct response. So they're identifying the mistake and they're fixing it. And again, I hope that from this, they'll learn to look at their own English, identify their own mistakes, and go on to correct them. So to sum up, the objective is to identify English mistakes, or if there are none, and to correct the mistakes. I'm continuing with this. I'm not done with this game. It's just starting. This was a few months program. I have a lot of work to do on it. If anyone recognized the narration as my husband, I would get a better narrator. I'm working on leveled content, so maybe it could fit elementary school, junior high, high school, to try and incorporate artificial intelligence and to add additional gaming aspects. I have a lot of goals for this program, and I've heard that somehow I heard that someone's been working on it other than me. So if you want to play, if you'd like to try it, here's the link. You can scan it on a QR code. It will be on the Padlet as well. And you're more than welcome to contact me at any time. And again, as I joked, for a cup of coffee, I'll just about do anything. So thank you very much.
Could you show the link again? Could you please show the link again?
Could you send a link in the chat, please?
Yes,
The link is on,
I'll send it though. Anyway.
the link is in the Padlet.
Where's the link to the Padlet?
The link to the Padlet, I think is from the website. I'd have to check that. But the idea is that you could also ask me questions and I'll be there. And again, just be in touch with me. I did not put up the link to the WhatsApp group because if I were to check now, we're really, really close to the maximum, which is amazing. We're well over 1,000 teachers in this group discussing artificial intelligence. So I have two things going on, the artificial intelligence and the gaming. And on occasion, I also teach when I have time.
Can you write your email again?
Yes, I'll write it also in the chat.
Mickey?
Yes.
Here, can a person with the link change wording, change the mistakes, do something, or is it a text one?
It's the text one right now. I would like to open it up again so it would be more of a content generator like the other gamifications that we know like Kahoot. The teachers could add in their own mistakes. This was a very, very short program, and this was developed completely by me, and I'm not a programmer. And there are mistakes in it also. I was working on 2 screens to get them perfect, and then they come and say, okay, you have to have 6 screens. So I mean, it's like not even a beta version at this point, but it is playable, and I've used it with my students.
Nikki, thank you so much. Time is up. I know you all want to ask questions, but we need to move on. This is why we created the Padlet. You can continue talking with Mickey, communicating with her in the Padlet. And we are now going to move on to Anna. Anna, please share your screen. And we'll have a few minutes to ask her questions. And then we'll be moving back to the main room. And Anna, go for it. Please, yeah, you're ready. And Mickey's amazing. We all know that.
Anna, you are on mute. Okay. Am I good now?
Yes, go back to your
okay.
screen.
So I just said that Mickey is amazing, and thank you for being here with us tonight. And I would like to start with some questions. Do you teach students with learning disabilities, or do you teach any special ed students? Do you have students who sometimes do not keep up with the rest of the class when it comes to reading? Are you overloaded with testing your students orally? And do you want to find out how technology can be helpful to you and your students? If you answered yes to at least one of these questions, this presentation would be good for you. So my name is Anna Schraff. I teach in Eretz Tzvi High School in Jerusalem, and I'm also a counselor for special ed and LD students for Manchi in Jerusalem districts. And today we will talk about assistive technology. Assistive technology is any tool, any program, any piece of equipment that helps our students with disabilities to perform better in class. Assistive technology in the classroom can really help our students. It can make them be more engaged in our classroom activities. It can help their academic level, and it can actually help their social lives. So in order to support our students with special needs and with learning difficulties, we use technology. And today we'll discuss 3 types of technology. We will talk about text-to-speech software, speech synthesizers, and speech-to-text software. Okay, let's start with the first one, text-to-speech. Text-to-speech software can read and text aloud. That's what it does. And that can really help students who have difficulty reading, or they have problem processing, decoding, and comprehending at the same time. The simplest example of this technology is the site called Natural Reader, and it works very simple. You just copy paste the text, into a box, you hit the button and the
Every year,
program
when
will read it
daylight
for you.
hours get shorter and the weather gets cold.
It also highlights the word that it's being read. A little bit advanced, if we're going a little bit, like if we want to see something cooler, we'll go to the AI program that is called application. It's called Speechify. It's actually the Google extension. So you can download it. It will insert itself in your Google Google Docs, Google Slides. It can also read the websites for you. So the beauty of this is that you can actually
every year, when daylight hours get shorter and the weather gets colder,
you can change the narrator. It can be male or female, and you can choose accents. You can also control the speed of the reading. You can make it faster or slower according to your student needs.
How is the program called? Sorry, Anna?
Everything will be on the Padlet. So let me just finish and then we'll go. It's called Speechify, but I'll put everything on the Padlet and I'll answer all your questions later, okay? Alrighty, so the next type of technology is called speech synthesizer. And it's basically the type of software that converts the written text into spoken words, and then it creates a file that you can attach either to your documents, or you can send it to students via Google Classroom or even via WhatsApp. It allows students to listen to the written text while they are reading it. It basically supports their reading with listening. Here's the example of one of the applications. It's called 11 Labs. So you can see I just copy pasted the reading comprehension text with text and the questions. I created the generate button. The program created the audio file. I sent it to my students, and while doing this reading comprehension text or matkonet, the students with disabilities with accommodation were able to listen to whatever they're reading. And it also it took me 2 seconds to create it, as opposite to me usually sit and read it for them in order to provide them with the same file. Another application, it's called DID. I think a lot of you are familiar with it. So I just want to show you how I used it with my student. I needed a certain text. I needed a text on the tips for safety during the thunderstorm. I asked ChatGPT to create this text for me. Later, I turned this text into the gap fill exercise. Then I copy pasted this text into DID program. And it's actually very cool because you also have this nice person who you see the face and he reads it for you. And what students were supposed to do, they were supposed to listen to the text and fill out the gaps. Okay, they were supposed to put this word they were missing. This is just one of the examples. In other examples, we use this program during the preparation for our code.
And in 2 more minutes.
Yeah, for our COBE, when students were not able to, they prepared their presentations for projects, but they were not able to actually read it. So they copy paste this into this program, and the program read it for them. So they listened to their speeches, and that's how they actually prepared themselves for the code. Alrighty, so we go into the third one, speech to text software. It transcribes spoken words into written text, and it really helps students who have difficulty with their handwriting or they cannot type. So we all know that the simplest example is the tool called voice typing, and it's already inside the Google Docs. Unfortunately, it is not very accurate. So we found that speech text or speech notes are much more accurate, and it's very simple. You just click the button, and the program types everything we are saying, psik, comma. We can stop. Later, the students can, they probably will need to do some editing, but then they can copy paste this, whatever they've written on the Google Docs and send it to you. And that's how they can do their post-reading activities or any types of reading exercises they need to be doing. It is also a good way to practice their pronunciation. Okay, so before we finish, I just want to say two things. Number one, it is really important to remember that there are different types of technology that would probably suit for different types of students, and it's your job as a teacher to do this match, to match this certain technology to that will benefit your certain student. And the second thing I wanted to say that every day we come up with new and different programs, and I encourage you to look into this program, not to be afraid of technology. It is really there to help us, and we can all benefit from it. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I have a lot of information on my Padlet, but if we have Gail, let me know if we need if you have time for questions.
Yeah, there are some questions in the chat, like, are these programs for free, and how do you copy and paste? You copy and paste the same as in any other place. And I think just if the programs are free, and we do need to go back to we have a break time now with entertainment and other things that Howie has prepared that I don't want you to miss out on.
Absolutely. The programs, anything that is online is absolutely free. The other programs, whatever is AI, they are they're called freemium. They give you a certain amount of credits that you can use. Then you can either buy or wait till a certain period of time, and then you will get more credits.
I'm posting the link of the main stage, the main room, in the chat. I will also post it in the WhatsApp group. I want to thank everybody, and I hope to see you in our second session, which is in an hour after the second lecture. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It was interesting.
Thank you, Gail. It was wonderful.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting.